Chapter 16. Woes and Woes. Work, Wages, Women. Sunday, March 17, 2013. We have not been paid since December, and my colleagues are beginning to feel demotivated at work. They are in the office, but nothing happens. We've been working on a radio drama for women's empowerment in Darien Pashto for 3 months now, and when each payday comes, the finance department would claim that they are being checked by external auditors, so they cannot move things around. No acquisitions, no transactions, no payouts. That's the message I had to deliver to my team as their project manager. My colleagues would give a nod of understanding in a respectful way, but their disappointment and sadness can be felt. Many of them have large families, so placing food on the dinner table is a daily concern. Even though I had not been paid either, I still have my savings, just like the other expatriates working in the non-governmental organization. That is because we, yes, myself included, often enter a conflict zone or the developing world from a more developed nation with higher standards of living and potentially more affluence and social mobility. We have international banking. We probably have at least one credit card or a debit card that can do international transactions, and a passport that allows us to move out of the country whenever there's danger. That is the kind of privilege we hold as a foreigner in another land. I have been very cognizant of that social divide, the privilege that I carry, even though I'm not a white person. Yet being a Singaporean connotes wealth. Perhaps they see me as a white man too, or worse, with a civilizing mission espoused by Rudyard Kipling under the white man's burden to colonize the other. I hope I'm not associated with this. In my feeble attempt to empathize with them about their salary situation, I would remind them that I'm equally powerless with the management and that I have not been paid either. I'm not sure being in the same boat would mean anything to them. It doesn't help either that there were gossips that some of our bosses had bought new cars. But if this were to be true, that's my first encounter with corruption. Naturally, I got upset. I was further aggrieved when my radio producer, a young woman finishing a final semester at the university, was not allowed to leave office earlier to attend university classes. As a manager, I had given her the green light, but when I reported it up, there was a ruckus in my boss's office. What do you mean she can leave the office? She's paid to work during office hours. If she leaves, everyone in the office would do the same, my boss hollered. But she promised me that she would work from home. We are good on time anyway. Our episodes are coming along fine. I tried to intervene. If she leaves, she doesn't have to come back at all. My word is final. I turned to walk out of his office. Then he said, "Edmund, if you can't manage your team, I'll manage it for you." I left his office fuming. I was disappointed with myself. I'm an educator and I couldn't even fight for her rights to study. It was her final semester before she could graduate. Was her future so insignificant? And as a project manager working on women's empowerment, it felt like a lie. A lie I was sold to. There was no empowerment for women in my organization. None. The masochistic attitudes towards women were astounding. So I dug around further to understand gender issues on the ground.